How to tell my locks are growing? I got a few tips to show you how. Hey everyone, Tracy here. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Today I wanted to come to you and share with you some telltale signs of how to know your locks are growing. So we're going to jump right into this. But first things first, thank you so very much for stopping in and checking out my video if this is your first time viewing any content on my channel, as well as to all my ride or dies. I see you and love you, and thank you so much for your support. So we're going to get right into this. We have a lot of people who want to know, how can you tell that your locks is growing? I guess, they just want to know. So I got a few I wanted to tell you about. The first one, I call it, is the drop. The drop is when you first get your locks done and it just seems like they just not growing. If anything, they're doing more shrinking than anything else, and you're wondering like, what is going on? In other words, my friend would say, you look more bald-headed, and then all of a sudden, poof, out of the magical night, you just got locks all over the place, and you're like, where did that come from? Anyways, that's what the drop is, y'all. It's like it just shocks you. All of a sudden, you get all of this hair, and you're wondering, where in the world did it come from? But that's what it's called, the drop. That's what it does. Number 2, it's when your locks be on your neck, and you think it's something crawling all over you. That's another way. And I still experience that as of today. I be sometimes thinking my hair is like a bug or something crawling on me, and that's how I know, because I wasn't feeling that there before, and now all of a sudden I'm feeling it. Like, what in the world is this? So yeah, so that is another telltale sign, is when your locks be all over your neck and you're not used to feeling that, and you wondering, what it is. Number 3, when your locks are just in the way. You got to keep scrunchies and headbands and all type of things on deck, because you're going to find yourself needing to use them often. If you wear your hair down like this, you're going to have to end up like putting it into a ponytail to do whatever it is that you're doing, because they're just in the way, just all over the place. Even if you're trying to eat, you bending down next to you. Look at this. So I know I'm going to have to do this in order to put the spoon in my mouth or something. So yeah, a lot of the times I wear this stocking band, and I'll just take all my hair and just have it going to the back, put this around my neck and wear this, and it keeps it right on up out my face. Or I'll just make a ponytail with one of these, and just either top, where it's right in my way, and just make a ponytail, or just whip all of it up in a ponytail and just call it a day. So that's another telltale sign that your locks is growing, is when they just always in your way, and you got to keep ponytails. You got to wear these for jewelry now, okay? You wrap it around your wrist and hands and everything, and you be strapped, okay? This is what you call lock straps, okay? All right, another telltale sign is when you wash your hair. When you wash your hair, the water like weighs the hair down, okay? When you standing in the shower and that water weighs your hair down, you will feel the weight of the hair from that water being in it. So that's pulling it down like this, and you could tell that your hair has grown from that. And also you can feel like that heaviness of the water being in the hair, when usually you didn't feel it all like that. You could start to notice that, yeah, something, I'm starting to feel like it's like a slight pulling, but it's not nothing annoying or anything like that. Because once you towel dry your hair or whatever you do to dry it, that feeling is gone until the hair is like drying. Then you could kind of like feel that heaviness. But yeah, that is another telltale sign, is when you wash your hair and the water is pulling it down. Another telltale sign is, I can tell from my braid out styles that I do. I like to braid my hair up to create curls. And I can tell that my hair is growing, because the longer I have to braid now. I used to didn't have to do that when I first started out. You know, it was real quick. Now it takes a little while longer to braid my hair and band it and all that good stuff. Even though, like, even before I wash my hair, sometimes I want to braid and band and then wash. I notice that it takes a little while longer to do. So yeah, another telltale sign, guys, is take plenty of pictures, like pictures I took last week or last month. I can be able to tell from the pictures I took last year. Pictures, videos is a great way of keeping up, you know, with your measurements as well, because you're able to tell through those pictures. Well, my hair was this length 3 months ago compared to what it is now. You know, pictures don't lie, they tell the truth. So yeah, I would say take plenty of pictures and reflect back on, look at those pictures and be like, look how far I came. You would be surprised. And guess what, it's not stopping your day, it's not doing nothing, but you just noticing all this growth now. So I would definitely recommend to take pictures, take videos, do updates on your hair, you know, from every 2 to 3 months, you know, however long you want it to go. And you will be surprised how fast and how far your hair could be done came just within that little bit of time. So yeah, take pictures. Another telltale sign I could say some people would like to do is do length checks, lock length checks. I have a video, I will link it in the card section, that is showing you how I do my length checks, and how you could do a length check and be able to tell your hair grew from this time when you did the last one to now when you do this one. And you could be able to keep up that way. All right. The next one I'm going to say is using shampoo. You will find yourself using more shampoo to wash your hair with. You know then that your hair has grown. Okay. When you're retightening or retwisting, however way maintenance that you decide to do or keep up with your locks, you will find it takes a little while longer to do. Okay. Because of the growth. All right. Another one I could say is doing quicker styles. You could find yourself whipping your hair up into ponytails or things of that nature faster than what you did when you first started out. You know what I mean? You'll find yourself doing more maybe updo styles. It all depends on what you like. And you will find yourself doing more updo styles on your hair. And you will be like, oh, it didn't take no time to do. Or I don't have to worry about tucking this here or tucking that there. You will find yourself getting it done. It'll be more nicer, neater, quicker, or whatever the case may be. Another thing, guys, is hand in the head syndrome. It is real. It's like every time you turn around, your hand's in your head. You're doing something. So you will find yourself doing, as your hair gets longer, you will find yourself doing more of that because your hair is longer. You got to either move it out your way, you got to pin it up, you got to put it in a ponytail. You're going to find yourself doing something. You got to keep it moisturized. You know, it's just always something. So yeah, I believe I went through this whole list and then told you everything that I basically can think of that you can determine and tell that your locks are growing. So do you do any of these? Have you found this to be very helpful? If so, let me know in the comments section below. But I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. And yeah, that's the end of this video. So until the next, guys, I want to wish you all well. Deuces.